these are your Unit 5B, Day 2 video notes. The focus of this video will be Standard 3A, I can interpret key features. You're really working on understanding the vocabulary words in this unit so that you can apply them as you progress through the unit. So really pay attention to these new words and rewatch the video if you don't understand what they mean. Or you can always come to me for help. So first we have a linear graph is one in which all points plotted form a line, okay? So linear line. This is also it represents a linear equation. So when we have just this line like this, it is called it represents a linear equation or a linear graph. So let's go ahead and add that to your notes. A linear graph is one which all the points plotted form a line. Okay? It's not like beep. Linear equation is just like beep, beep, boop, boop, beep, beep, beep. See, straight lines. Okay. All right, looking at the next thing. A blank measures the steepness of a line, and we were working with this last unit, so the slope measures how steep a line is. So we have a slope, and that measures the steepness. Okay, and when you think about that, if you have a line that's going up like this, that is steeper than a line that is increasing like that. So the slope measures how steep the line is. Okay, and you can just kind of relate that to a hill. You know, a hill that was an increase like that would be steeper than a hill that had an increase like that. Okay, and then the slope is the measure of the steepness, and it compares the change in y and change in x, which is a review. Slope is the change in y over the change in x. Okay, now we're going to be adding another piece to this, and we're going to be looking at the x-intercept and the point in which the line crosses the x-axis. X-intercept, it's where it crosses the x-axis. Okay, so if I look at this graph, this is my x-axis. So anytime we have a line that crosses this point, this line, that is the x-axis. So if our line was crossing right here, we'll pretend that it crosses the x-axis right here, then the x-intercept would be 8. Okay, we are also going to be looking at the y-intercept. And the point in which the line crosses the, can you guess? Y-axis. All right, so same thing here. The y-intercept will be along this line because that is the point where the line crosses the y-axis. Okay? And something, this is again a review from last unit, a point on the graph is called an ordered pair. All right, so ordered pair, you know that is represented, it is written as x comma y, that is our ordered pair. And when we are working with these graphs, now we're going to be using slope more in a real world context, like what do these graphs represent? And it might, you know, remind you of stuff that you've done in science class as you progress through this unit. So when we have a graph and it's representing a real world thing, we have our independent and dependent variable. So your x is your independent variable, and your y is your dependent variable. All right, so your y is determined by your x. So make sure you have all of these vocabulary words in your notes, and then we're going to move on to labeling the information. Okay, so based upon this information right here, I want you to see if you can't fill in what these boxes are. So what does rise over run represent? What word would that be? All right, what is this point? Is this the x or the y intercept? And what is this point? Is it the x or y intercept? right, pause the video and try. Okay, hopefully you tried these on your own and you figured out that rise over run is represented by slope. The point in which crosses the x-axis is called the x-intercept. So this is my x-axis, this dot is where the line crosses, so this is my x-intercept. Then we go here, we have our y-intercept. Our y-intercept represents the point in which the line crosses the y-axis. We have our y-axis, we have our point here, that's where the line is going to cross, so that is our y-intercept. So where it crosses the vertical line, y-intercept. Where it crosses the x-intercept, x-axis, x-intercept. All right, if you didn't get these right, go ahead and fix them and let's move on. All right, so we have these two graphs, and on these two graphs, you're going to identify this m, which is slope, and the y-intercept. As we're progressing through this unit, you are going to need to know what the y-intercept is much more frequently than you will the x-intercept. This is what is frequently used in solving equations involving slope. All right, y-intercept. So where is our y-intercept? The first thing I'm going to do is just remind myself of what the y-axis is. So I'm going to highlight that. That's the y-axis. Then I'm going to find the point on which it crosses the y-axis, which is right here. That is the point that is crossing the y-axis, and we can see that that is the point 1, 2. So the y-intercept would be 0, 2. And it's this 0 comes from because it's as far as it goes on the x, it's at 0. Okay, horizontally it's at 0. And it crosses at 2, so that is our y-intercept. All right, so the y-intercept is equal to 2. And it's the order pair 0, 2, okay? Now next, let's find the slope, and we know the slope is rise over run. I like to find the leftmost point, which is right here, this 2. And I'm going to count. I go up 1, 2. So 2 is my top number, and then I go to the left 3. So 3 is my bottom number. The slope of the line is 2, 3. Okay, what I would like you to do is I'd like you to pause the video. All right, hopefully you tried this one on your own. So to find the y-intercept, I'm going to first highlight the y-axis. Then I'm going to find the point in which it crosses the y-axis, which is right here. And this is the point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my y-intercept is at 0x. It is 5y. And then what is the slope? Which is simply rise over run. We should be getting the hang of that by now. So we can see it's a negative slope, so I'm going down first. I go down 5. Oops. I go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is a negative slope, so negative 4/5. Hopefully, you got this right, and I will see you tomorrow.